Reading from May 2nd, Science of Mind, A Philosophy, a Faith, a Way of Life by Ernest Holmes. Reading from page 451, paragraph 2, through page 452, paragraph 1, using inclusive language.
The Seeing Eye, Matthew chapter 13, verse 16. Quote, "Blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear." End quote. What is it the eye should see and the ear hear? Do not all people's eyes see and their ears hear? No, but few indeed, when looking see and listening hear. We are to see that Spirit creates all things by the power of its own word, and that we are spiritual beings. We are to hear that inner voice of truth, which is ever proclaiming the freedom of all life, the eternal unity of God with people. It is useless for those who have never experienced an inner seeing or hearing to deny its reality. A person might as well say there is no meadow because they have never seen one. The world needs spiritual experience, as it needs bread and butter. People need spiritual conviction as they need food and drink. And with spiritual convictions come all else. To those who have shall be given. The kingdom and the mustard seed. Matthew chapter 13, verses 31 and 32. Quote, "The kingdom of heaven is like a grain of mustard seed." End quote. For a knowledge of mental action, we know that a constructive idea planted or buried in the subjective mind tends to grow into a real condition. Jesus could not have chosen a more comprehensive way to illustrate his point. The kingdom is like leaven, Matthew chapter 13, verse 33. Quote, "The kingdom of heaven is like leaven." End quote. We know that thoughts planted in mind have the power to chemicalize opposing ideas and leaven the whole lump of subjectivity. In this way, ideas gradually permeate the mind and influence all thought and action. If the idea is of heaven, it will certainly bring about a heavenly state.